Sarah here from Singer's Advice. Well, thanks for joining me, and today I'm going to be looking at and helping you with how to improvise. Improvisation for singers can sometimes be quite a scary thing. I find that when people are just starting out with improvising, straight away a barrier comes up and they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to sing. It's like your mind goes blank. And that's a very common thing because it is quite scary. You don't have any buttons to press. Yeah, it's all about your ear and building up your ear. So when I approach improvisation with pupils, I always, first of all, throw them in the deep end. Because I like to just see where they're at, because there are two types of people in improvisation. There are those who just give it a go, and there are those who don't do anything. And yeah, this is what I would do to start with. So if you want to have a go at improvisation, the first thing I do is I just play a few chords, or if you haven't got a piano or you don't play an instrument that you can accompany yourself with, you could put a song on that goes around just the same 3 chords. There's plenty of pop songs out there that do that. But anyway, I'm going to just play a little chord sequence. So C to G to F, and then we'll go back to G. And we're just going to go around that, yeah? So this is what I throw at you first, possibly. So then I say improvise, so you might go obviously, I would never expect anyone to just do that first if they're a beginner. If you're more advanced, then yeah, I might. But that is kind of what you're aiming for, that freeness of just being able to just sing anything. Improvising is making something up off the top of your head sometimes, and it fitting to the chord sequence that's played. Now, when people struggle with this, when they don't have that natural ear to just find the notes, I take them back to scales, arpeggios, and little patterns that go around those, because I find that that is a good place to start, especially if somebody's silent and they just cannot even bring themselves to sing a note. So I'd always start going round a major scale. These are major chords, so we're going to go la 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 la. Yeah? So you can start with that. If you're struggling, start with a scale. If it's a major, you can sing a major scale over it, yeah? You just got to find the root note. La 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 la. So I'm just singing a C major scale over that. Then another pattern you could use is an arpeggio. So then you could go around again. Yeah, just in case you like what's an arpeggio. La 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 la. of improvisation, you've got two things. You've got your scale and you've got your arpeggio. Now I like to kind of mix that up a bit. So then we do a little pattern. Just going up and down. La 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 la. Yeah, and we're just going to go around that. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So then you've got three things. Yeah, you've got your scale, you've got your arpeggio, you've got that little pattern that just goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, up and down. So that's three things. Then what could you do? You could do octaves. So let's try that. Ready? Another one I like to use is an exercise I use, Bella Signora. Bella Signora. That's a good one to use over it. Bella Signora. So you might think, yeah, but I know what I'm going to sing for those things. Is that improvisation? Well then, what you do with that is you've got 5 things and now you're going to mix them up. Okay? You're going to choose, you could do 1, then you could do 3, then you could do number 5, and then you could go back to 1, you could go to 4. Mix them up. You're still creating something. Okay? So for example, la 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 la. You have just improvised over a chord sequence with the tools that you have. Okay, instrumentalists, that is what improvisation is based on. It's based on scales and based on arpeggios, and it's based on all that practice that they've done, you know, playing those scales so many times. And I think sometimes for a singer we just think, oh, we just got to make something up on the spot. And that's not necessarily true. This helps you to be able to then be able to do that, if that makes sense. So this is a good place to start for improvising, because then you know those notes, they're in there, and then you can pick them out, little patterns, make up your own patterns, yeah? La 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 la, extend some of the notes. Yeah, you can just change the rhythms now. the next stage, changing the rhythms of your 5 things in your toolbox. And again, you're improvising. You're building up your skills in improvisation. Don't just be and feel silent when asked to improvise. Have some little tools to give it a go. And the more you do it, the more you will enjoy it, because improvisation is fab. When you can do it and you can do it well, it's one of the greatest, most creative and lovely things that you can do with your voice. Well, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon at Singer's Advice. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, sarah@singersadvice.com.